8 banging fragrances in a banging summer location. Let's go. I'm on holiday on the Algarve coastline in Portugal, and with me I've brought 8 fragrances that I think are perfect for the summer that I'm really enjoying at the moment. So here they are. When it comes to summer, you can't really go wrong with oranges and the Mediterranean. Armani have cleverly combined both those things in this fragrance. In their Prive line, this is Orange Mediterranean. It's a good job I brought this fragrance with me, because where I am in Portugal, there is no orange and there is no Mediterranean. I'm on the Atlantic. I mean, there are probably oranges in Portugal, I just can't see any from this cliff top. For me, this isn't as orange-centric as the name would suggest. I've definitely got more orangey fragrances, but the orange is there in a nice, bitter, crisp, clean sort of way. In fact, the whole fragrance has this very clean, sophisticated, refined quality. So when I'm walking along a cliff top along the Atlantic coastline, this one transports me away from here to the Mediterranean coastline, which is arguably just as nice, just in a different place. All right, the Mediterranean is definitely warmer. If you like affordable fragrances and you like Bleu de Chanel, then I think you might like this one from Armaf, Club de Nuit Iconic. Yes, we get it. Bleu de Chanel is an iconic fragrance, so Armaf called their fragrance iconic. To my nose, this is definitely an inspiration, or insert any other word that you prefer to use, of Bleu de Chanel EDP. So it's refreshing, it's woody, there's citrus, there's some incense. It does evoke the deep blue ocean just in the same way that Bleu de Chanel does. So it smells very similar, but the amazing thing about this is that unlike other Armaf fragrances, this is not a blunt instrument that is a stronger, more brutal approximation of the fragrance that it is inspired by. This somehow seems to recreate that smooth French sophistication. I know it's not the most original of fragrances, but you do have to hand it to Armaf. They did a good job on this one. So if you like them cheap, you can grab this 105 ml for about 30 quid. Last summer, Argos Fragrances brought us the fantastic Neptune's Trident. This summer, we've got Jupiter's Lightning. Does Jupiter's Lightning hit the spot in the same way as Neptune's Trident? Well, if the gods were to do that to me, they would be pretty painful experiences. Thankfully, the fragrances are not painful, they are beautiful. Jupiter's is another clean, citrusy sort of scent. There's also tea in this, but the tea is nowhere near as prominent as it was in Neptune's Trident. It is definitely fresh and clean, but it does have quite an intense woody backbone. I wouldn't say this is as invigoratingly fresh as Neptune's, but it's all put together really well. This one definitely gets the job done and has become a fragrance that I've enjoyed so far this summer. We've got to have a tropical smelling fragrance in a summer fragrance lineup, and this one from Jusbox I think is one of the best I've smelled recently. There's coconut, lime, pear. This one is called Wave of Freedom. Did I just say lime? I think I might have meant pineapple. Coconut, pear, pineapple. But it could have a little bit of lime in it. It does have a nice, refreshing, fruity quality. This is one of those tropical, exotic fragrances that isn't really heavy and dense. It's quite a light and airy scent. The pear in this is of note because a new extraction technique was used using an actual pear, recreating the actual smell of pear because they used an actual pear. All Jusbox fragrances are inspired by music. This one is inspired by the Beach Boys and the Californian coastline. So it's bright, it's fun, it's easygoing, good times with this one. There's a fragrance from Alexandria Fragrances that seems to combine some of the best elements of some of the best niche fresh fragrances ever created. It's called 78. In my opinion, this is one of these new breed of powerhouse freshes. In fact, Alexandria are calling this high voltage freshness. There's realistic grapefruit, ginger, crisp green apple, pear, then it has a strong salty mineralic backbone. This is actually version 2 of this fragrance, which overdoses on the timber silk, so it makes it even more powerhouse, even more high voltage. If you like fragrances like Roja Parfums, Elysium, Bulgari Targar and Blue Talisman from Ex Nihilo, trust me, You're gonna love this one. So we've had affordable, we've had tropical. I think we need something classy and sophisticated. And in my opinion, it doesn't get more classy and sophisticated than Isola Bleu from Roja Parfums. This really is luxury freshness. Lime, bergamot, lemon, lavender, apple, black currant, so it's fruity. It's a little spicy, there's some pink pepper, there's some leather in here as well. With cedar, birch, oak moss and amber, giving it some extra firepower. I'm not sure if you know, but this was originally called Oligarch. They changed the name, they rebranded, and it has become Isola Bleu. So because of the name, because of the colours on the bottle, we associate with the blue sea, with a freshness, with summer. And that's all great because it absolutely fits. But before it was Isola Bleu, this was just a great, sophisticated, refined scent that works any time of year. I've already mentioned Club de Nuit Iconic, which is gorgeous fragrance, very similar to Bleu de Chanel. I say similar, it's not 100% the same. If you want Bleu de Chanel, you've just got to go with Bleu de Chanel. This is an interesting one because I know that I did say Iconic was pretty much exactly the same as this one, but there's just something in my mind that is different. When I spray Bleu de Chanel, I feel different to when I spray an Armaf fragrance. Maybe it's just all in my head, I don't know. Maybe there's a subtle difference. Maybe Chanel can put a little bit of French extra magic in there that no one else can. And of course, when you know you're wearing the original with the heritage that Chanel has, it does make you feel that little bit different, a bit more French. Sea salt, seaweed, sea breeze, a little bit of incense, bottle all that up, and you have Le Sel de Say from Issey Miyake. The one I've brought with me on this trip is the EDP, but the EDT is just as lovely. Both have a salty marine, musky, aquatic quality, but the EDP has incense, which adds some heft, a bit of thickness, a bit of density to the fragrance. So this is a slightly heavier, muskier summer fragrance, and I like that as an option. We don't always just want bright citrus freshies, we want something that can be worn in summer that has some heft, and this one definitely does. It's a very muscly fragrance. It's a beach banger. There are many of them. Quentin has a very high hit rate. Makes me excited for what's coming next. Well, I hope you enjoyed joining me in this beautiful location here on the rugged coastline of the Portuguese Algarve. It means a lot to me. I've been coming here for about 30 years, so whenever I think of summer and sunshine and the ocean and summer fragrances, my mind is always brought to this place. So to make videos here is pretty special to me. What do you think of the fragrances I've picked out in this video? Do you think they're any good? Have you tried them? Have you got any experience? I'd also like to know which fragrances you're choosing to wear for summer 2026. If you like this video, hit like. If for nothing else, the location. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you do all that, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye. I'm going to leave you with this nice view for the end screen.